XYZ with Erik Zachary, our final time with Jordan this week.
Stop
this
doing
week.
that.
I said this week.
Okay, I'm gonna be going for like 36 hours.
Going to the Super Bowl.
Yes, to perform with Kenny.
No, what's funny is you're going near the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm actually not gonna be there.
No, you're doing a side quest. You work in sports radio too, and
Yes.
You're going to do some coverage. But I feel like you should have at least been able to finagle a way into the bowl itself.
You'd think, but radio pays the big bucks. So.
I pay you very fairly. I compensate you fairly for your time. And I'm giving you paid time off. XYZ with Erik Zachary starts now. A lot of legal questions are popping up concerning Kendrick Lamar's upcoming Super Bowl halftime performance. And at first I was like, wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Whether he could perform Not Like Us or not, because it's obviously a diss track to Drake. Calling it a diss track almost seems too light.
It's a scathing song.
Yeah.
Grammy-winning scathing song.
Multiple Grammy award-winning song. And so initially everyone's like, yeah, of course, it's his biggest song, right? Why is he not going to perform it? But a lot of legal analysts got with Billboard and they're like, hey, there actually could be a pending issue because it could be as perceived as a slanderous song.
Right.
And there's a pending lawsuit right now against UMG. Drake's suing for a multitude of reasons.
Right.
And they're saying, even though like he's probably in the clear, a lot of, music legal teams are very risk adverse. So they might just have him not sing certain lyrics.
Okay, but at least he can do the song and then just like throw to the crowd.
Right.
So that,
I think that's how I think if it was like any lawyer had their way, they'd just be like, don't perform it. But obviously he's going to do that.
You have to. You made 2024 with that song.
It's just a little different because it's, this is globally broadcast.
Sure.
And as far reaching as Not Like Us has been here in the States, there's definitely certain countries that may not be as attuned to it. Maybe they're not yet singing A minor.
Right.
But they will be.
Or certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
Yeah, I can't see him saying the word pedophile. I gotta imagine. I don't even know who has it this year, CBS, Fox, or whoever. But I can't imagine they're like, just leave that word out. Just certified lover boy, certified
blank.
Yeah, your turn. But yeah, that is coming up on Sunday.
Interesting take. I didn't realize that there's a good chance that some of those words can't be said.
It's slander. I mean, I teach this to my kids. Not my children, sorry, but I teach a college course.
Sure.
Speaking of legal action, though, Brianna Sensori, aka Brianna, aka Kanye West's wife, supermodel, who at the Grammys red carpet showed up damn near naked. People were like, is she going to get sued for public indecency?
Right.
Or public exposure?
Sure.
And no, the LAPD actually put out a statement to the TMZ and said, it's a private event. Listen, no one's complaining. No one filed a lawsuit.
Right. Unless the Grammys themselves did something that you can't go get her.
No. So it sounds like she can just run around naked.
Interestingly enough, though, Kanye is selling what she was wearing.
He is? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was a whole publicity stunt.
You could just buy a Ziploc bag?
Essentially.
It's just plastic crap. Just make it at home.
Right. I'm sure he's doing it for over $1,000 or something ridiculous.
Well, Valentine's Day's coming up. Nothing says I love you like see through everything.
You ain't lying.
Mom's hot take. Now, my mom wanted to comment on the Grammys, and with our new format with the show, it's been a little bit harder to incorporate the hot take unless she's here in the studio. Lucky for us, she popped by yesterday. Let's go ahead and throw to my mom's hot take on the Grammys just a few days late. Every week, my mom joins the show to provide her perspective on what's trending in pop culture. And today, Mom, a few days late, you have some thoughts on the Grammys.
I do. I do.
Did you not watch the Grammys?
I did not watch
You
them.
had one job.
No, I didn't have one job. I just bypassed them.
Okay.
I was just kind of like overwhelmed by too much music, and I'm sorry. This year it was a no-go for me.
No-go for you.
But I did watch the highlights, so I've gotten the gist of what people are saying.
Give us your Grammys report a couple days late. I would love to hear this.
Well, Taylor Swift wore red because of Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
And she had a T on, which could either stand for Taylor or Travis.
Very good.
Kanye wasn't invited, did the red carpet with his girlfriend who looked a bit
His
naked.
wife.
Oh, his
Yeah,
wife.
A bit naked.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that
She
is-
took
that
off
is-
the fur and it was like, woo, I'm naked. Beyonce looked very pretty.
Beyonce looked gorgeous. Yes.
Looked gorgeous.
Yep.
And she looked genuinely surprised, which was amazing.
For
I love when
she won
stars,
country album. Yeah,
country
not album of the year, but country
Right.
album. She looked very surprised. Yes.
I have to go along with what everybody's saying with Chapel Row. Wow.
Chapel who?
Row?
Chapel Row?
What's her name?
Chapel Roan.
Is that a real name? I love the flips by Benson Boone. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Off
I
the-
didn't know he was a
Okay, so
gymnast.
you basically watched the Grammys. Like you're giving us
Yeah.
all the highlights.
I'm just getting a lot of outfit stuff and then
Yeah.
shock value things is what you're seeing.
Yeah.
You know, outfits are a tricky one for me because it's the Grammys, and Grammys you can kind of do out of the box type of stuff and be okay with it. When it comes to Academy, then I like a little bit more traditional. But yeah, if you're in the Grammys, I think you can get away with a little bit more.
Grammys are obviously the most institutionalized award ceremony for music. It's not like
Sure.
the Billboard Music Awards. It's not the VMAs or anything. But yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I think just musicians in general are a little more.
Expressive.
Yeah, from a.
Which they should be.
Yeah.
They're singers.
I also love that you're commenting on this while wearing a beret right now.
Hey, this beret was given to me by a listener.
It's true.
And
Yeah.
I still want to shout it out because it's like I wear it. And she gave me two. It was a black one and a white one. And this is the
Mind
the
you,
white one.
Jordan and I have never received fan mail.
Which is fine.
We've received threats, but no fan mail. My mom's out here getting presents. Yeah, if you're interested in sending anything for my mom to wear, she
I
will.
will wear it.
Yes.
I promise you.
Mom.
So yeah, all in all, Grammys, good take. Good take.
Are you complimenting your own take?
Yes.
Okay. At Mom's Hot Take on Instagram. I know a lot of people, whenever they walk up to Jordan and I, say that that's their favorite part of the show.
Yes.
Which makes us feel wonderful. But no, she's been working on her social game. So at Mom's Hot Take is her Instagram handle if you want to get more of that content. Let's talk about this Burger King situation.
This is one of the wildest things I've ever heard.
When you think of U.S. government spending, especially now with that being in the news a lot, and frivolous spending, you're thinking, okay, Department of Defense, some of these like war machines that we build and whatnot, and whether you're for or against, I think we can all collectively agree that I didn't know a Burger King could be deployed by the U.S. government.
Not only that, in 24 hours,
Yeah.
they can set up a Burger King anywhere.
It's a pseudo Burger King that they built into a shipping container, much like anything else. We've all seen those videos, right, where like the shipping containers like drop out of C-17s with like parachutes and they're dropping supplies. I just imagine being on the ground and being like, is that a Burger King? Like it has this Burger King logo on it.
Right.
They're just deploying Whoppers.
Drop a Whopper on them.
That's a great new tagline.
Yeah.
Also, are they still using the Burger King? Remember the creepy commercials?
Yeah,
with
the King?
Yeah.
they brought him back.
What
Yes.
if he gets deployed too?
That would be nuts.
He's just dropping in, Call of Duty style.
At that point, it is a threat. We will drop a Whopper on you. The King shows up.
It's so scary to joke about that stuff because we're living. I think I recently saw the doomsday clock. We've never been closer to midnight, 6 seconds or something like that. And
Do you think Trump knows that he has the ability to deploy a Burger King?
well, he's a
Because,
McDonald's boy.
I mean, if I
So-
knew that I could drop a Whopper anywhere,
Oh,
I
man.
would be abusing that
It's a
power.
quick way to find out if he listens to our show, if he signs another executive order to get rid of the Burger King deployment. We'll end on this. The Stradivarius violin that is getting auctioned, and they're very old, very storied pieces of musical instruments that are traditionally fetch millions of dollars. The last Strat to hit an auction sold for over $15 million.
That's crazy.
That was in 2011. So now this one, which was created and crafted in 1714,
Long
over
time ago.
300 years ago, they're expecting could go for as high as $18 million.
Wow.
Which is obviously a lot of money. And, I understand the collector side of it. Like, this is not like for us to go, well, it seems kind of expensive. Like, no one's buying a Stradivarius that doesn't have the money to pick it up. Like,
Sure,
that's not
yeah.
you're not saving money or wondering if you could dilute assets so you could pick this up. You are a billionaire.
This is like an instrument from the biblical era.
I'm glad you said that because, the NPR did a whole article and someone, that's a violin player for an orchestra said, it's not just what the audience hears. It's not about it being this old musical storied instrument. It's also what it does to the player.
Oh.
Quote, a Stradivarius is like being a painter and having access to thousands of colors to paint rather than just a dozen. No, it's not. No, it's not. It has the same amount of strings as a violin does.
That was my question.
No, it's not like it's like Michelangelo did not have access to thousands of colors versus dozens, and you can't like. It's just that's insane to me to say that it changes. I get it. It's important.
That's a great point. Who is actually painting literally with thousands of colors?
Every painter, Jordan.
I mean,
Did
like
you not go to school where they
got
mix
a couple
paints?
colors.
You use your primaries to mix.
Right. Okay, yeah.
So
I
quite
guess
literally,
infinite colors, but
every
I mean,
painter has access to thousands of colors.
Nobody has thousands of colors.
They do.
That's ridiculous. That's
the stupidest thing
you got
said.
a couple colors.
That's the stupidest thing you've said on the show this week, probably this month.
No, there's no way. Like, oh, I'm gonna make something with over 1,000 colors.
Have you never seen? That's a wild thing to say. You've never seen like an easel with like the 4 colors and then they mix in real time?
Sure, but did they make 1,000? No. All
right.
I'm not wrong. The Sistine Chapel probably doesn't have 1,000 colors on it.
I bet it absolutely has over 1,000 shades.
I don't think so.
I don't know why Michael Jackson's black and white.
What?
It just started playing in my head.
It's 2 colors.
We'll see. Well, or he won't. I'll see you tomorrow on XYZ with Erik Zachary.